Hey Nelly, what's up? What's up? What's up, Nelly? How y'all doing, man? Y'all good out there? What's up? What's up? It's your boy. I'm in the building. Salute to y'all. Another day. Let's get to it. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing great? I'm over here. That's right. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all coming to the building. Ready? Know. Yeah, yeah. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today, man? Y'all good? Every day we striving, you heard? Every day we striving to be better than the day before. Always want to be better than the day before. You feel me? Every day, striving to be better than the day before. Zero. Zero. So you see me out here doing what I gotta do. Yeah. All right. Set that up real quick. All good. Yeah. So y'all seen that Rum Nitty and Daylight battle? Anybody seen that Rum Nitty and Daylight battle? Yeah. At this point, do y'all still believe in Daylight? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all still believe the bullshit, the BS Daylight spews? He finessed the culture. You know, like why should Daylight care about battle rap? You know what I'm saying? Kendrick shouted you out at the Grammys, bro. Like I wouldn't even care about battle rap at that point, bro. I'm down with TDE. I'm making moves with Kendrick. That's the bigger picture. To hell with battle rap. If I'm Daylight, you know what I'm saying? But he just did it for a check. You know what I mean? I knew he wasn't gonna take it serious. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are easily fooled this day and age, so they fell for it. I knew that Daylight was gonna troll. He he even choked the second round, and he tried to say it's not a choke. Come on now, he don't know how to take accountability. I'm saying he don't know how to take accountability for his actions. You know what I mean? Rum Nitty is outside every month. Rum Nitty got a battle every month. Rum Nitty has a battle. When was the last time Daylight had a battle? You know, we cannot keep living up to that rock battle. Daylight and Tay Rock. Daylight and Tay Rock. We cannot keep living up to that. You know, at this point, you know, when was the last time Daylight was ever good? I should say. When was the last time Daylight was ever good? When was the last time Daylight was ever good? That rock battle? That's it. That rock battle. It's the last time Daylight was ever good. That rock battle. That's about it. Come on now. Come on now. If, if you thought Rum Nitty was gonna lose that battle, you a fool. I knew Rum Nitty was gonna, you know what I mean, do what he got to do to win. He's gonna do enough to win, to secure the victory. And it's funny how, you know, the battle rappers is booking all the battles we want to see. The battle rappers is booking the battles, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Where's the URL? Where is the URL right now? They quiet. We got Chiller out here booking battles. Hitman Holla out here booking battles. Hitman Holla is dropping his battle with Miss Hustle tonight. 8 o'clock p.m. Hitman Holla and Miss Hustle is dropping his battle. He's dropping his battle on his YouTube channel. The battle rappers smarten up. And they don't need the URL no more. They are booking the battles we want to see. Calico booked the Mook and the Arsenal. You got Hitman Holla booking these big name battles. You got Chiller Jones booking these big name battles. Do they still need URL at this point? Is URL still needed at this point? You know what I mean? If the battlers is booking a battle and they got their own platforms, it goes straight to YouTube, they monetize it. The wait is not that long. It's not behind a paywall. You know, you leave it up to Smack and Beasley, them battles will never drop. It'll never drop. You leave it up to them. But the battlers have control of the content, and they are dropping it. Hitman Holla is active. He just had a battle with Geechee. He spin the block. Got a battle with Miss Hustle. He's spinning the block again. Now he got one of his biggest battles. This is a legacy battle for Hitman Holla. Hitman Holla is battling Murder Mook in September. Hitman Holla and Murder Mook is going down in September. September, Hitman Holla and Murder. Now, we know when Murder Mook have once the right for an opponent, it gets real dangerous. It gets real dangerous when Murder Mook have Monster right. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best anglers in the game. Murder Mook is one of the best anglers in the game. It's going down. And who I got winning that battle? Man, that's a good question. Who do I got winning that battle? Man. They can't bet against Mook. Can't bet against Murder Mook. That's one thing I can't do. We said Murder Mook is an OG. Man got him. Okay, why you think Hitman got him? You know, going off the last battles, let's say because Murder Mook said, I'm still learning things. Go look at Murder Mook's latest interview. He said, I'm still learning things, and that's scary. Once Murder Mook said, I'm still learning things in battle rap, I'm like, wow. Now, Murder Mook smoked Arsenal. I mean, Murder Mook was, and now I could say Hitman. Once they got an opponent that they won the battle, the level is higher. It's more intense. Because, if you look at the spaces a couple months ago, Hitman and Murder Mook was throwing out the SMDs, and, Hitman said, if I see Murder Mook, it's on sight. Y'all remember that? You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, they let that go. And now we got a battle. But it was really intense. And Murder Mook is an angle. Hitman just came off a battle with Miss Hustle. That's airing tonight on YouTube. Hitman is, putting that battle out tonight. But you can't bet against Murder Mook. He always finds a way to seal the victory. Murder Mook always finds a way. That's going to be a good battle. And that's just the first to be announced. Like I said, URL, they punch in the air right now. Because they so stuck in the app that they neglecting the YouTube. And the YouTube is where everybody's at. You cannot neglect your primary audience. The URL have 1 million subscribers. And they don't even utilize it. They don't even utilize the 1 million subscribers they got. They don't utilize their channel. The URL don't even utilize that 1 million subscriber channel. Why not? Why don't they do that? It don't make sense to me. And that's where everybody is beating the URL on the YouTube tip. Let me mute for a sec. Yeah, it's a young man's game, right? But it got a saying. If an old man can survive in a young man's game, he's dangerous. This is a young man's game, and Mook is old, and he's surviving in a young man's game. Mook, T-Rex, and Lux, they surviving in a young man's game. It's no country for old men. but these old men is surviving and they kicking butt. So you cannot bet against Mook. You know, Hitman Holla, it's just not gonna be enough. It's never enough. Because Mook finds a way. He finds a way, bro. It's never enough. Go look at Mook's battle, bro. Ain't no battle you can say that Mook lost. Name me one battle you can say Mook arguably lost. It ain't one, bro. He don't lose. He don't lose. Mook don't lose. And Hitman and Cassidy, like even with Hitman and Cassidy, like Cassidy survived that. Now, okay, I got a battle where, you know, where Mook might have been shaky. The Mook and the Reed battle. So Mook and Reed, that might have been real shaky, and you know, other than that, but Hitman and Cassidy. Cassidy survived the Hitman, a Hitman Holla. And Cassidy wasn't even that good. Hitman and Easy, the block captain. Now, I mean, y'all see how Easy, the block captain, talked to Hitman? If Mook was smart, he would look at all the battles that Hitman lost and see how he lost. See what his opponents did to make you lose. Okay, that's how Easy, the block captain, approached Hitman. That's how this approached Hitman. You know what I'm saying? So now you got, you know what I mean? Don't watch the battles for the opponent. Nah, I watch for the battles for how they smoked you. Okay, that's how they smoked you. You know what I mean? That trust me. You know the way Easy approached Hitman was how you gotta approach Hitman Holla. You got to. Very aggressive. Then he went straight to his brother. Oh, you the ball? You the ball? You the ball? You the ball? Straight to his, you know what I mean? That's how you gotta attack Hitman. You know, if you want to win. You know. But Mook is not, you know, I don't know, man. I never bet against Mook. It's been a minute since I tuned in. Yeah, what's up, James? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, the car vlogs, yeah. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, we still around, man. We still around, yeah. You know, we're looking for new ventures right now. New investments. You feel me? It's always expanding, man. New verticals. Always expanding in life. Lost connection for some reason. You back? You back, Nelly? Welcome back. It's all good, man. You know, we here. Yeah, but next topic, Ja Rule and 50 Cent is going back at it. Ja Rule took the bait. He was on a Breakfast Club and they asked him a question about 50 Cent. And Ja Rule just went off. You know what I mean? Then 50 Cent made a statement. How he's, he's smoking his best friend in his runts. He's talking about Irv Gotti. So 50 Cent is smoking Irv Gotti in his runts. That's what he put in a post. Then Ja Rule just went crazy. A whole bunch of tweets, SMDs, and it's funny because he's tagging 50 Cent. It's Ja Rule at 50 Cent. Yo, SMD and and your new name is woo woo woo. Hey yo, go. Oh man, Ja Rule was going off on a Twitter rant. It's like Ja Rule don't get it, man. They don't get it, man. Like, leave it alone, bro. That's what 50 wants you to do. You know what I mean? Yo, where's Ja? yo, man, they're gonna be beefing forever. They're gonna be beefing forever. You can tell, you know, the way Ja was using his Twitter fingers. He's still angry, man. He is angry. You know, and then he's arguing with 50 Cent fans, I guess. He's arguing with fans of 50 Cent. He's arguing with them on Twitter. It's just a mess, bro. Once you that high up, you know, once you that famous, you got to be media trained, bro. The Breakfast Club baited you into, you know what I mean? Into, you know, so messy. And you fell for the bait. Now you and 50 is going back at it again. So Ja Rule and 50 Cent is back at it. You know, that's a never-ending situation, period. That situation is never going to end. It's never going to end until one of them goes. Hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, he fell for it. Ja Rule fell for it. Now, if you know about the internet, they're going to ask questions to get views. You know, it's all about the caption. Put a crazy caption. And so everybody is tuning in for what Ja Rule got to say about 50 Cent, or, you know. And he fell for it. It's funny though. It's funny though, man. You think Ja will learn his lesson? You know what I mean? You think Ja would learn his lesson? Leave 50 alone, bro. Leave 50 Cent alone. Leave him alone. And another reason why it's never going to end. Ja said he's still talking to Preem. You know what I mean? Ja Rule said, I was talking to Preem the other day. So the beef is never going to end. Because, you know, 50 don't really rock with nobody who, you know what I mean? Oh, you still in contact with Preem. Oh, so, you know what I'm saying? So Ja had to put that out. Yeah, I still talk with Preem, and he told me, you know, leave this clown alone. And, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh. So, you know, now you got to ask yourself, why did Ja Rule say that? Because he wanted to let it be known. He wanted to let it be known, like, yo, I'm still in contact with homie. $52 solid. Some of us ain't with that forgiveness ish. I don't care how old we get. You said what you said. You did what you did. But I'm 31. Nah. See what it is. You know, 50 Cent will forgive you. But if you know his mindset, it can be personal and it can be bloodshed. You know, 50 was beefing with the Locks. He cool with him now. You know, 50 was beefing with such and such. But you know what I mean? But when it's personal, you know, now if it's hip hop or whatever, cool, we could squash that. But if it's some street junk, some street issues where blood was shed, nah, it's for life. On the Ja Rule situation, blood was shed. It was bloodshed, so it's for life. And I get it. I get it. And what's crazy, you know, the Breakfast Club asked him, you know, did he have something to do with shooting 50 Cent? That's how messy these internets are. They're on some police stuff. They asked him, did he, you know what I mean? Like, yo, some police stuff that's going on out there. Yeah, but if blood is shed, ain't no way we could go, you know what I mean? That's how they mindset be. But if it's business, if it's just on wax, if it's just bars, whatever, we could get over that. But anything past that, nah, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, Styles P and 50 Cent, they cool. Well, there wasn't no street stuff. It was just straight, you know what I mean? Even like, y'all gotta understand the mindset of 50 Cent. If 50 Cent this is you, that means he's throwing you an alley-oop. Now it's what you do with the alley-oop. If 50 Cent does a post about you, it's because he's giving you alley-oop. He's putting light to your brand. Now it's what you do with it. You got to be in that mindset. You know, he threw an alley-oop to Dame Dash. And, you know, yeah. But it's what you do with the alley-oop. You know, he threw an alley-oop to the Lox. Styles P, Jadakiss, and the Lox. They capitalized on it. They was making diss songs after diss songs after diss songs. That's what you got to do. 50 didn't take it personal. All of the harder ones, they come from Yonkers. 50 said it himself. He rocked with the Lox. But his issue was, if I'm destroying this person, do not help him. 50 was in the process of destroying Ja Rule. Fat Joe and the Lox was helping Ja Rule. That's 50's mindset. Oh, you helping the person I'm trying to destroy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got to get the drama. It wasn't personal. You know, as far as the Lox go. So I get it. And you got to respect how he transitioned, man, from a street hustler, you know, to now he's doing movies, stars, HBO. He's doing this, he's doing that. Helped a lot of people along the way. He helped a lot of people, man. Now, it's what you do with the help. It's what you do with the help. I could lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink the water. I can't make you drink the water, but I could lead you to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always got mad with the G Unit guys when he talked about the sneakers. 50 had a Reebok deal. And all they had to do was wear the Reeboks, and they would get paid to wear the G Unit sneakers or whatever Reebok deal, whatever, you know what I mean? Just wear the Reebok merch. That's all they had to do. And they still couldn't fulfill the obligation in the contract. 50 said, look under the table. They looked under the table. They had on Pradas, Gucci, Jordans. Nobody had on the stuff that was paid to wear, which was the G Unit merch, and you know what I mean. So they all lost their deal that day. They was getting paid thousands a month, which accumulate to hundreds of thousands a year just to wear G Unit stuff, Reebok stuff. And they so ignorant that they didn't even see the fight. If that was me, bro, I would be wearing Reebok pajamas, G Unit everything, bro. G Unit hat. You know what I mean? I'm showing them, yo, I'm working for my money. All I gotta do is just wear the stuff. That's all they had to do was wear the merch. And they were so prideful that they just wanted to wear the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton. Now you gotta ask yourself, was Gucci and Louis Vuitton paying them?
Mm-hmm. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Yeah, so like all they had to do was wear the merch, bro. That's like you know what I mean? You getting paid to rap and you getting paid to wear Reebok stuff. Like y'all was the only rappers with a Reebok deal. Like that was big business. Now on the other hand, Jay-Z also had a Reebok deal. But Jay-Z was paying basketball players to wear the Sean Carters. 50 could have taken that route, but 50 said, I'm gonna feed my members of my crew. I'm gonna give them the opportunity to make money by wearing the merch. And these idiots fumbled the bag. They fumbled the bag. Idiots. Now, I mean, you could see that they wasn't business minded. 50 was all business. He got the deals, and Lloyd Banks, you know what I mean? All of them was just like just leeching, bro. They wasn't even hungry. I'd have been hungry, bro. Like the only one I could say was hungry was I could say Young Buck. But other than that, bro, they was just like spoiled. Spoiled, bro. They wasn't working hard or nothing, bro. Like, you know, well, like I'm down with the crew. I'm down with G Unit, but I'm trying to get mods. I'm trying to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show 50 like, yo, I'm doing my thing, man. I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? The boss man to respect that. You should have had the got to be business minded, man. The vitamin waters, the Reebok deals, and all this and all that, man. That's a hustler, man. You got to respect his hustle. Yeah, but having Reebok was a big deal, bro. That's a, you know, having a Reebok shoe deal, that was huge. And y'all messed that up. I'd have had all that Reebok merch, G Unit merch, Reebok, all that. I mean, everything. The boxes, socks. pillowcase, everything. Word. I'll be a walking billboard, man. It's easy money. You know what I mean? It's better than spending money. You know what I mean? It's better than spending money on Louis Vuitton and all these expensive brands that you got to pay to wear their clothes. They paying me to wear, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Forget that. And people still find a way to mess that up, bro. I don't care if that shit ugly or not. I don't care. Let me rock this. It's a check behind this. Anything I wear is a check behind, you heard? It's a check behind what I wear, man. I'm not messing up nothing. I'm going to the top. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why certain people get put in certain positions, bro. And you like, damn, how you mess that up? Like one thing I learned in life, the opportunity for success is slim. But the opportunity for failure is wide. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to take your failures with your wins because you want to celebrate your wins, right? Of course. Everybody, yeah, let's celebrate my wins. But what about when you don't win? You still got to celebrate that too because that comes with wins and losses. That comes with the balance of it, bro. You got to lose some to win a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might lose 3 times before you be successful in life. You know what I mean? 3 times or, 4 times until you get that one shot that's gonna excel you. It's called verticals. You got to take your losses with the wins. It's just a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Just a part of life. Wins and losses. But your losses, you got to be able to learn from it. Learn from everything, bro. Life is a lesson. Learn from this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, the success is slim, bro. So once you in there, man, you better smarten up. You better smarten up because you get kicked out the whip real quick. Real quick, you be kicked out the whip. Appreciate y'all for being in the building, yeah? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We here. You know? They ain't got nothing on it yet. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Let me go get some lunch. What time is it? So 12:38. Let me go get some lunch, y'all. Yes, yeah, let me go get something to eat. Starving. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be right back as your boy KVI. Hit that like, subscribe button on your way out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, life, man, it's wins and losses. You got to take your wins with your losses, you know. But it's gonna toughen you up. The losses, you either gonna learn from it or you're gonna repeat it. Don't try to repeat it. Learn from it, and step your game up. I'm out, y'all.